Sony set the release date of Venom 3 for summer of 2024. This was only after a handful of weeks of production on the film. But of course, when the actors went on strike, everything fell apart. And now there's reports that Sony has delayed the film all the way into summer of 25. If you guys remember, when Sony announced all their brand new release dates, I pointed out that none of this made sense, especially the fact that Kraven and Venom 3 were so close to one another. It was literally like Sony cannibalizing their own franchise, so I just assumed, yeah, one of these is probably getting delayed, if not like 2 or 3 of the films that Sony has coming based on Spider-Man properties, which, again, reminder, they have 3 around the corner that are literally just about done or halfway done, and then there's more coming down the road. Now we're hearing that since Sony has more or less nothing in 2025, and it looks like Spider-Man is 2026, that 2025 is going to be the year of Venom. And according to reports, anytime between May and October of 2025 is when we can expect it. Now, realistically, I think you could probably expect an October release date of 2025 if Sony can, well, put out other hits that can fill the gap, right? That kind of has to be what it is. They can't go a year without a big film. At the same time, they run into some issues where it could be a little too long, and then they could also find themselves in trouble of their other upcoming films and spin-offs sort of falling behind, because we know they wanted more out by that time. So realistically, I would say you could probably look at a spring to early summer of 2025, which seems to be the most comfortable and best one. And remember, Venom was originally supposed to release in the summer, the original Venom, same with Venom 2. But they kept shifting them due to delays of production. So I honestly think that they could release like a, I don't know, June, end of June release date, which is where Venom 2 at one point was slated and Venom 1. And this goes hand in hand with the old Spider-Man release dates that used to be at the end of June, early July. So there is a precedent here that Sony has set, which I believe they will keep. But now we just got to wait for the official confirmation. And when that officially drops, then I assume we're going to talk about a whole slate shift for everything Sony.